Alright, welcome back to yet another video. This is the continuation of the last one, which we left off fairly messy. We're doing the item splitting right now. So we have this, we can drop. Yeah, you can see it's fairly messy. Doesn't really work. It does work alright, but we can see that the functionality is basically there. We just need to do some cleanup. So in the item menu, in the item amount, I'm just gonna change this item drop amount because I never find it otherwise. So first index 1, make sure that's correct. So when this is pressed, everything is completed. We're also gonna remove from parent ourselves. So that's one step closer, I guess. Nothing happened. That's because it starts by being 0. So we need to set it to 1 by default. We also so that works. Can pick up 2. Can drop 2. I can pick up 3. We can drop 3. And there's an issue when we overlap several items. We also get a bunch of get component by class. Okay, yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's hold off on that error for now. I'm not sure exactly what it was. So set this to 1. In the master item, begin overlap. Create. Maybe I don't need to create this one. I can actually just have one there all the time in the inventory. Anyway, let's just do this for now. Set interaction visibility. That would also have been a workaround to the actual creation when I think about it. Anyway, create interaction widget, remove from parents when it's false. I guess the error is related actually. So this didn't work because this wasn't valid, because this actor didn't. So let's set this first. Let's see if that works. Because we do this value check here anyway, so it should work. Okay, no, there's something wrong here. I'm just gonna pause. All right, so in our inventory component, create a new variable called interaction visible. Make a visibility check with that instead of isValid. So if we are going to create a interaction widget, we only create it if this interaction is false. If it's false, we set the interaction visible to true. That means when we try to create it again, we won't, because it will go here. And on the false, we set it to false. So that works. If we now pick up a bunch of items, 3, and I drop 3 items spawn. I can pick them up again. I think I noticed another error. Yeah, there's still an issue. Okay, one more second. Yeah, I didn't really think about what I was doing when I moved this node. In the master item, we can't move this here because then we bypass this check, which actually makes our interaction widget stay visible. So we need to have that in the end, but we fixed the reference issues here, so that shouldn't be an issue. So now it's starting to work all right, I think. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. We have 4 items. If I drop 3 of them get dropped. We have 1 left. I can go, I can pick them up, and the item widget works, and we're back to 4. So that's a nice way to do it. The next thing is, I mean, do we want them to spawn randomly like this? Because there could be a situation maybe where you're in the game, we want maybe this to be an option where these items, now we dropped 4, so maybe there should just be 1 item with 4 stacks. Or this could also, it could be an option because some people might want to have this, because maybe the item, I can have 5 AKs, say, in my inventory in the same stack, but when I drop them, I want them all to be 1 each. That could also be an, like a way to actually do it. So we should probably keep that as a function and not a bug, and add that as an option instead. So interaction visible can be set to private. Let's go into our master character and see our variables now. On the component we have item menu, item amount. Those should probably be private. Item menu, item amount. Not sure it works. Sometimes it might lose the reference, but let's just see if that works. We need to add the drop amount function here as well. That's in. Yeah, because now we're dropping, which of course doesn't work. And everything seems to work still. exposed to cinematics. Oh, sorry, I meant to put them to private. Okay, so that was a worthless try. Seems to work still. Is it replicating? Yep. And no errors. Perfect. And now we can go into master character, inventory components, and on the defaults we only have things that we need now. So we also so in our inventory component, yeah, that's working now. Let me just pause and see if there's some other cleanup. Yeah, anyway, let's add some more stuff. This, if we pick up one item and drop it, we don't need this because there's only one item, right? So in our drop slot, so this is why I kept this. So get inventory. But that doesn't really help me. On drop, payload, inventory slot. We have the current stack. So if it's greater than 1, no, not equal. If the current stack is greater than 1, then we create this. But if it's not greater than 1, we just drop the item instantly. And we updated. And we copy this. And from here we drag them in here instead. Why don't I just combine them into one function? Hide inventory. I'm just gonna keep it filled up like that for now. Alright, we're gonna collapse this to a function called helper get inventory component. It's gonna be a pure function. It's gonna return the inventory component like that, just to make it look nicer. There we go. Let's see. Only one item. So if it's only one item, we now drop it instantly. But if it's two, we create this. Okay, that seems to work. What are we gonna do now? Okay, let's add the functionality for the actual menu. Also, we have the drop menu, item menu, on drop. Right now we have this drop item. We should have the same as in the drop slot. Close the master item, close the master character, don't need those. Just gonna organize them so I have them besides. Okay, so this should be the same as this. What do we have here? We don't have an actual slot here, right? Because here we get the actual payload. So when I right click to create, here I get the actual, I create the we can pass through a variable here. Let's just start by making it easier on ourselves. So, because we want this inventory slot, or at least we want the current stack so we can do the same. First we want to get this at least. We want to do this. So let's try to do this just to make sure it works. So from the item menu, we don't want a drop item. We want to create the amount widget, and that's going to be the held item. Let's save this for the check. So we use the same check. Here we don't want to put, or actually we do want to put it by the mouse position. That's actually fine. Yeah, that's actually fine. It probably won't be fine when we start with the controller stuff, so but we'll keep it like this for now. Let's see. We want to item menu on drop. Yeah, we want to do the same check here. So we can do drop 1. We want a check. in our item menu, we want to make this check here somehow. I'm not entirely sure if what's the best way to pass the information through. So when we right click on the drop slot, when we right click here on the inventory slot, so probably here I should pass no, not remove from parents. Let me pause and figure out a way to pass this through easy. Okay, it's actually not that complicated. I'm just confusing myself a lot. So in our item menu, we can just make a variable. I was on the right track first. Drop contains has stack. Make it a bool. Should probably comment out these variables, they will just keep confusing me. If has stack is true, we create the amount widget. If it's false, we drop the item instantly. And this has stack is instance is editable and explodes on spawn. And in the item slot, inventory slot is what it's called. Refresh this in the create item menu function. No? Why does that give me an error? Okay. What happened there? Okay, I need to drag it there. Why is that on? Why is that an error? Is private. Okay, item menu. In the inventory components, this item menu is not allowed to be private, even though its instance is editable. Here we go. Now we can set this one. And there we have this has stack. So if current stack is more you can just plug it in like this. If it's more than 0, if current stack is more than 0, we create the numbers widget. Otherwise, we just drop it. No, that did not work. Has stack true. It's always more than 0, I'm stupid. More than 1. There we go. That should work. It does drop it, but it doesn't update. So hide, show. Once again, this is not the best way to do it, but we'll do it like that for now. Can do a helper function for this also, just because it looks nicer. Collapse the function per get inventory component. Make a pure function, and there we go. All right, that should work. 26 minutes. There's a lot of videos, a lot of long videos. 4, 3, drop. And we also need to destroy it. No matter which one we use, remove from parents and remove from parents in the item menu. And that should be it. All right, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope everything is going well for you. I think it's going well. We face a lot of errors all the time, and there's gonna be a lot of thinking when we do this, but we are fighting on, and it's going surprisingly well. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, which you probably will have. If not, good for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and peace out.